For years, Eala was introduced with the same language people use for talented young players. Promising, exciting, one for the future, dangerous on a good day, but not quite there yet. That label followed her everywhere. Whenever she played a higher-ranked opponent, the conversation usually sounded the same. Could she pull off an upset? Could she surprise people? Could she compete for a set? The expectations always had a ceiling. And that's what makes the recent shift so interesting. Because at some point, without a big announcement and without a dramatic moment that everyone immediately recognized, Eala stopped looking like an underdog. Not because of one result. Not because of one lucky run. But because her game started showing signs that belong to players who expect to win. That difference matters. A lot of players can produce highlights. A lot of players can play above their level for one match. But becoming a real threat on tour usually happens in quieter ways. It shows up in posture, in shot selection, in how someone reacts after losing a point, in whether pressure changes their identity or reveals it. And when you look closely at Eala's recent performances, there are specific moments that reveal something bigger than scorelines. These weren't just good moments. These were moments that showed she's becoming a different kind of player. The first moment wasn't even about a winner. It was body language. That sounds simple, but body language tells you more about a player than highlights ever will. Young players often reveal their emotional state before they reveal it in their tennis. You'll see rushed movement. You'll see reactions after errors. You'll see frustration after missed opportunities. You'll see excitement after every big point and disappointment after every mistake. Emotion becomes visible. Experienced players are different. They protect energy. They don't react to every point like it changes the match. And Eala started showing more of that. Watch the way she carries herself between points now. Earlier in her development, there were moments where momentum affected her visibly. A missed chance could speed her up. A difficult service game could create urgency. Nothing unusual. Most developing players go through that stage. But lately there's something else. She looks calmer. Not passive. Calmer. That's important because calm players aren't always relaxed players. Often they're actually processing faster. They recover faster. They move on faster. And that change becomes obvious in pressure situations. There are sequences where she loses 2 or 3 points in a row and doesn't show the panic you normally expect from someone trying to prove they belong. Her routines stay consistent. Her walking pace stays similar. Her eye contact remains steady. Those details sound small until you realize what they mean. She's no longer trying to convince herself she belongs. She's starting to assume it. That shift changes decision-making. Underdogs often play not to lose. Top competitors play to control. That distinction affects every shot. When an underdog gets a chance at 30-30, they sometimes become careful. When a confident player sees 30-30, they see opportunity. Alex has started choosing initiative more often. You notice it especially after difficult games. Earlier in her career, losing a long rally could affect the next point. Now she resets. That ability changes matches. Because tennis isn't really won through perfection. It's won through recovery. Who recovers faster after mistakes? Who recovers faster after pressure? Who recovers faster after momentum swings? There's another layer to body language that people miss. Opponent perception. Players constantly read each other. They notice reactions. They notice confidence. They notice frustration. When someone across the net starts looking unaffected by pressure, it creates doubt. Not because they become unbeatable, but because they stop giving emotional signals. And emotional signals matter. If you break someone and they look shaken, you feel momentum. If you break someone and they immediately reset, the advantage feels smaller. That's where Alex has improved. She's becoming harder to read. There are points where she misses aggressively and doesn't carry the mistake into the next exchange. That's professional behavior. Because elite players understand something younger players often learn later. One point has no memory. You create the memory. And Alex is showing more moments where she refuses to create negative momentum. That's one of the first signs that someone is moving out of underdog territory. Not because they suddenly dominate, but because they stop emotionally negotiating every situation. Then comes the second moment. Serve improvement. This is where things become more technical. If someone only watches highlight clips, they might miss it. But if you watch entire matches, the serve changes everything. For a long time, Alex's serve was functional. It started points. It created patterns. But it wasn't always creating pressure. That matters because women's tennis has evolved. If your serve only starts rallies, opponents eventually attack. To climb higher, your serve has to do more than begin points. It has to shape them. And Alex started showing signs of understanding that. The first thing you notice isn't necessarily speed. People focus too much on speed. Placement matters. Variation matters. Intent matters. Her serving patterns have become smarter. She's using locations with more purpose. She's creating clearer first ball opportunities. Instead of serving and reacting, she's serving and planning. That difference sounds subtle. It isn't. Serving without intention creates neutral rallies. Serving with intention creates advantages. Watch sequences where she serves wide and immediately opens the court. Watch how she mixes body serves with directional changes. Watch how she avoids becoming predictable. Those details reduce pressure. Because every easy point changes energy. Every short return preserves legs. Every free point changes scoreboard pressure. And confidence grows from repeatable advantages, not miracles. Earlier, longer service games sometimes felt unavoidable. Now there are stretches where she holds more efficiently. That's huge. Efficient holds create freedom on return games. Players who struggle to hold become desperate. Players who trust their serve attack more on return. That's where confidence compounds. But there's another improvement. Second serve mentality. This is where players reveal their real level. Anyone can hit a good first serve. Pressure lives on the second. Underdogs often protect second serves. Experienced players use them. Alex has shown moments where she stays committed even after faults. That doesn't mean reckless aggression. It means maintaining identity. If pressure changes your serve completely, opponents feel it immediately. If pressure doesn't change your intent, they hesitate. And hesitation matters. Her second serve isn't becoming dangerous because of raw power. It's becoming more difficult because of confidence. That changes return positions. That changes rally starts. That changes decisions. Suddenly opponents stop stepping in as aggressively. Now the server controls more. And when service games become calmer, everything else improves. Movement improves. Shot selection improves. Energy management improves. That's why serve development often predicts ranking growth before rankings actually move. People see results late. The serve usually changes first. And in Alex's case, that evolution started looking less like potential and more like structure. Structure is dangerous because structure survives bad days. Highlights don't. You don't stop being an underdog because of one amazing match. You stop being an underdog when your foundation becomes reliable. And the serve is part of that foundation. There's a sequence that appears repeatedly now. Tough game. Pressure point. Controlled first serve. Immediate initiative. Short rally. That pattern used to appear occasionally. Now it appears more often. And frequency is everything. One good moment is talent. Repeated good moments are identity. That's where the conversation starts changing. Not whether she can upset people, but whether opponents need to prepare differently. That's a completely different status. And once opponents prepare differently, you're no longer the underdog. Then came the moment that probably matters more than any technical improvement. Confidence under pressure. Not loud confidence. Not celebration. Not emotion. The kind of confidence that changes decisions. Because pressure doesn't create identity in tennis. Pressure exposes it. Anyone can look composed at 3-0 in the first set. The real question is what happens at breakpoint down, deuce, tie breaks, or those moments where one decision changes the direction of the match. That's where Alexandra Eala started looking different. There were points where she didn't choose safety. She chose commitment. That doesn't mean hitting every ball harder. It means staying loyal to the game plan. That's a huge difference. Underdogs often become conservative under pressure because they're trying not to lose what they've earned. Top competitors trust the process that got them there. And Alex has shown more moments where pressure doesn't completely change her tennis. You can see it in rally construction. She still looks for patterns. She still tries to create angles. She still steps into opportunities instead of waiting for mistakes. That's confidence. Not believing every shot will work. Believing your identity still works even when the score becomes uncomfortable. Another thing that stands out is recovery after setbacks. Pressure moments don't always end positively. Sometimes you miss. Sometimes you lose the game anyway. But the response matters. Recently, there's been less emotional overreaction, less visible frustration, more reset. That's a difficult skill, because staying composed after failure is harder than staying composed after success. And matches at higher levels are decided by that difference. There's also trust in patience. Confident players don't force highlights.